Hi guys, I'm Jennifer. I'm with the Creamery, and I'm here today with two OG vegan cheesemakers on the scene from San Francisco. This is Mark Charette and Lisa Mioff from Uncreamery. And I want to go ahead and introduce you guys and let you go at it. We'd love to hear how you guys got started and what you got you to where you are today.
All right. Well, we started the Creamery in 2017. We started with the dream of creating vegan cheese that will be so versatile. You can use it hot and cold. You can replace cheese in any recipe with it and basically make it as flawless as possible. And we're still on our journey. We've gone through multiple recipe iterations. And we finally arrived at the point where our cheeses taste great on the cheese board and can be also shredded, sliced, melted in any recipe you would otherwise use dairy cheese. And
Yeah.
people say that even in a blind tasting, they wouldn't be able to distinguish between.
It is extraordinary. You have really nailed the texture thing. Your texture is unprecedented as far as it really behaving like cheese, you know? So kudos to you guys. How did you have the gumption to try like work through that? Because I know you through your different recipes, you've moved around to some different ingredients to modify your recipe.
Yeah, we started using very OG type of recipe using Kappa carrageenan. I feel like it's becoming popular again with some new brands emerging and new products.
Yeah.
But back in the day, it was a little bit of controversial topic. There was a lot of health fear-mongering propaganda about it. So we decided to step away from it, but only and if only we can improve our product by doing so. So we wouldn't take any type of substitutes that wouldn't deliver the same functionality, if not better. And I feel like we were able to improve it using potato starch and cornstarch that we add into our cheese instead, and it creates even better meltability, even closer to dairy texture when the cheese is cold, and even better texture when it's melted. It creates better pool, and everything about it is just majorly improved. And we went through many, many iterations of the formula until we arrived to that point and perfected it as much as we could to this day.
What were you guys doing before? Because you're coming up on 10 years of this, right? So what were your lives like before this? What were you doing?
Uh, I was a little bit in the medical field. I
Uh-huh.
was working in a doctor's office as a receptionist. Mark used to work multiple cafes and the restaurants. Some of them closed. Then he got injured for some time, so he was out of work. So basically, putting the creamery together helped us get on our feet, try to be self-sustained and doing what we love, which is the best
Which is
any,
cheese.
yeah, which is cheese. Mark, tell me about your love for cheese. That's basically what started the Creamery.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I couldn't live without a good cheese substitute. And when we started, there was barely anything on the market, and it was quite disgusting, to be honest. I
Yeah.
think after moving towards veganism, that's when it started. I was like, okay, well, once we find this, once we do it, it's done. And
Yeah.
we figured it out, and I think over the time it's just been getting better and better and better, and I think our newer iteration is even better.
Yeah, it's amazing. Did you guys like start at farmers markets or how did you get your foot in the door?
We started as part of La Cocina Business Incubator. We
Uh-huh.
still are part of their kitchen, even though we actually graduated last year.
And is that like what is that? Is it a culinary school or something or
Uh, no, it's a place that helps you to start your business and provides you tools, including affordable kitchen space and
wow.
access to a lot of resources, such as grants, such as help with your business plan, help with your financial literacy. They pair you with like accountants to teach you how to start your books and such and such. So that was immense amount of help that La Cocina has
Okay.
provided. They give you like a year's course that you go to multiple classes where they cover everything from the start of your business to costing, And then they have workshops on how to get into the stores and such and such. It's a lot of useful information. And then they give you access to trial for the farmers market, which we did last year, and we did
Uh-huh.
amazingly at the Ferry Building in San Francisco. We applied for a permanent spot and we're waiting right now. So
Very cool.
hopefully this year or beginning next year we will be in. And we really enjoyed doing farmers markets and we would like to do it more. But yeah, we started as part of La Cocina. They're great nonprofit to support. They're
The farmers
supporting
markets are
women.
great. I
Yeah.
miss it a lot.
Oh,
It's such a heartfelt, beautiful, like local food system situation, and it really you'll slay it. I'm sure if you guys go.
Yeah, we were pulling really great sales, and it was just amazing to see so many people that never heard of us coming from different countries, especially
Yeah,
building really enjoy our samples and buying a bunch of cheese to bring back with them.
yeah. What do you think? Why do you think that vegan cheese has seen such a growth curve in the last, I don't know, couple of years or several years?
I feel like I'm hoping that it's because people's eyes are opening up to the cruelty of dairy industry.
Mhm.
Like I'm not one of those vegans that will try to, how people say, shove it down your throat, but even having simple conversations with people at the grocery store.
Yeah.
This lady was buying some eggs and was buying my vegan stuff. So she looked at it and she's like, "Well, what's wrong if I'm buying cage-free eggs?" I'm like, a lot of things are wrong. It's a marketing ploy, and they still
Yeah.
suffer. And guess what? She put her eggs back on the shelf. I didn't even try. People start to put two and two together. They just don't have that information. And
Yeah.
there's a
yeah,
lot more information now.
yeah, I feel like because internet
That's
is
the
everywhere.
biggest thing is information, and people are actually using the tools to get the information. I think there was a big block in it before, and now I think people are really starting to see what's going on,
Yeah.
especially with all the hypocrisy going on in the world right now. People want to zoom in on themselves because you'd rather get healthier than have to deal with all this other unhealthy stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'm
it's
hoping it's gonna be continuing to grow.
yeah.
That's the
Cut Mark,
trend.
like what you're saying is sort of like there's a adage I love, and it's pay the farmer now or pay the doctor later. So I think people are coming to realize that more. And, Dr. Greger for me was a really big inspiration. And, his talking about just how the top killers in our country are all pretty much foodborne illnesses, and that most of these things that are killing us can be reversed and mitigated by changing one's diet and eating plant-based foods.
Yep.
I also kind of think that that people started to care more about their food when COVID hit and
Oh, yeah.
everybody was at home, and people were starting to learn like that this might be because of animal ag and these, wet markets or whatever. And
Mhm.
I think it kind of opened a portal to where more people were starting to look at, okay, wait, cage-free eggs they don't really mean that they're free and that they're roaming around. They could still be
And
cage-free,
that the
but
eggs
not,
are free in a cage. That's all it means.
yeah, it's true. Yeah. So great. Well, you guys, are you doing any pop-ups or you have anything you want to shout out?
Well, we are trying to set up a series of pop-ups. We're having some conversations. We're hoping to do something in the June, July, August, pretty much summer months.
Mhm.
We will be definitely putting the info on our Instagram. We're talking about doing a Sunday brunch event. So once we have more information about it, please join our Instagram, the Uncreamery, just one word, and you can see all of our upcoming events.
And also your page, Lisa, your personal page is you're just such a brilliant artist. Your photography and the food that you put together is so inspirational. If you look at like my phone and my inspiration folder, one of the things I've got like 3 different versions in is your Bloody Mary, and I don't even drink them. But I'm just like, I show people all the time. When we had the store, I'd be like, look at this. And you were just, we're in Paso Robles, you guys are in San Francisco area, so we're not that far apart. So I'd always be pointing people up there. I knew that you had stuff, you had cheese for a time. I don't know, maybe you still do, or if they're even there, but Cowgirl Creamery, I think, don't they have a store in the Ferry building?
They used to.
You know what
Yeah.
it was? It was actually part of La Cocina. They had a table there for a little
Yeah,
bit,
so when I
and we were
first
selling, yeah.
learned about you, I
Yeah.
had gone up and seen something at the Ferry building.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
definitely were there. They lost their lease. They doubled their lease. So
Yeah.
that's kind
Yeah.
of going on at the Ferry building.
Yeah, and I feel like you
Hard to
said
stay
like,
stable there.
yeah, you said like why the vegan cheeses has experienced such growth right now because it's improved. People used to think vegan
Yeah.
yuck. Now they think vegan cheese yum. And
Yeah.
and we are part of that story and we're part of making
Yeah,
it better.
food tech and the knowledge, there's so much more knowledge now. And I think so many more people started experimenting. You've got, Miyoko using really unconventional things.
Watermelon
At
seeds.
least, yeah, the watermelon seeds to get that curdled, almost cottage cheesy thing going. So it's really exciting to see. And now, like even mushroom or different ingredients, we have one of the vendors that we work with is out of on the East Coast, Mid Coast Vegan, and he's using a lot of sunflower seeds, and he's actually growing a farm it's not a vegan cheese farm, but he's basically growing seeds
Ingredients.
and stuff in service to making the cheeses.
Ah,
So
he's living
there's,
the dream there.
yeah,
We talked.
yeah. He was a living musician for like, I don't know, 20 years. He traveled the world and now he's being a creative in a whole new realm. He's a really cool guy.
That sounds
But
amazing. Mark and I are musicians too. And
yeah,
I haven't really played in a while, other than, here and there, but yeah.
multi-talented for sure.
Music and cheese comes
It's
hand
a
in hand.
lot of dedication to the craft.
Yeah, for sure. Well, great. I'm so grateful that you guys had the time to come on and share a little bit of your story and for our subscribers to get to know you guys a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You have a great rest of your day.
Thank
too.
you.
All right, thanks.